Hello everyone, how are you? It's been a little while since I came on here and had a talking video. I appreciate all the support with my last project on Project 5. I think it turned out great. I love it. It's a wonderful piece in our living room right now. And I just wanted to come on here because I wanted to tell you about my new project. So, I'm sure you're all aware, if you've been following me, of the coffee table that I've been working on. Well, it didn't sell. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get discouraged or anything. But I've been watching some videos. I've had some good counsel from a trusted family member. I've prayed about it. And sometimes we kind of jump ahead, and we know that God's given us creativity, but we also have to understand that that's not always going to be what other people are looking for, right? Like supply and demand. That's the whole thing about selling. It's like, what do people want? What are people looking for, right? So I don't think it was too much. It was a coffee table, but that does have a little bit of a bearing because not everybody has room for a coffee table. We don't really have we don't really have room for a coffee table in our living room. So I get that. But I also think that the color that I chose, although it was beautiful, and I think everything turned out really beautiful, I don't think it is something that could fit in everybody's living room. And maybe even like kind of around here, because we're in a very rural area, and somebody's not gonna drive from Columbus to pick up a coffee table. So I really feel like the Holy Spirit has given me wisdom. I am going to redo the coffee table. I have a like an eggshell paint, so it's not white like the dresser that I did, a little off-white. So I will do that where I had the turquoise. I'm going to paint over that. So this is my plan. You want to hear my plan? So my plan is I'm going to prime everything that was turquoise. And then I'm going to paint it that eggshell white that some wonderful friends donated. You know who you are. And also I am going to put a decoupage on the top. So it's not going to be just a plain color. All the part that was turquoise, yes, it will be, but it will have a really pretty decoupage on top. And I found a really nice color. It has like some colors that will go with the eggshell color, a little bit of turquoise, but not in your face, kind of like what I already did with the turquoise table. But it's all trial and error. You guys know that I'm like starting right down at the bottom, and we're building up, right? So we're gonna make mistakes, and we're gonna learn from it, and we're not gonna get discouraged. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I have ordered the decoupage. It's probably going to be here later on this week. So my plan is to just paint over the turquoise. But you know what? I started looking at the coffee table. I'm going to show you what I did. I took it apart, and it's going to be so much easier. I saw all the screws, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Because remember, I don't know if you remember, I told you, but when I was like doing underneath and all that, I had to like get down on my back, and I was like really having a hard time getting in certain places. And you can see that even, some places I can paint that wasn't accessible. It's black because that's how it was originally. So this is the top. And this is the lower part. So I think this is going to be so much easier to paint now that I did that. It's like, why didn't I even think of this? I didn't even really notice that all the screws, and it'll just be a lot easier. I can get in there no problem. I could even, you know, pick up the frame and put it outside to dry by myself. I don't need somebody to help me carry it because it's all in pieces. So I am excited. I'm not discouraged. And I just wanted to come on here and let you know what's next for Project 6. I really feel like this is going to be a better seller. I have watched a video where somebody has told us, she's been doing it for 30-something years, flipping furniture. She said dressers are what flips the best, and I agree. But I have this coffee table, and I'm going to work on this. I am believing to get my truck really soon, and then I'll be able to pick up all these free dressers that I see on Marketplace. I'm just like, oh, I want to get that, because all I have right now is a vehicle, which maybe sometimes it could fit in there, but then I need somebody to help me carry it. And I don't have a dolly and all that. So I'm thinking a pickup truck is going to be perfect. So that's where I'm at with project number 6. I will come back on here and keep you guys posted. I have also been working on my coasters, and I will probably show you all what I have come up with, and a little trial and error with that too, but I think they're turning out pretty good. I just want to try them out and make sure that they're not going to be sticky, or they're not going to get ruined by like a hot coffee cup or even moisture or things like that. So I just pray that everyone has a wonderful day. You are blessed and highly favored, beloved. Bye-bye. I love you guys too, and I appreciate your support. Have a great day. Bye-bye. And a great week. Bye-bye.